here's the outline we'll run through. First, we'll start with product market fit. I know many of you might not have even thought about this as something you need. So let's start. And I have a quote under this that says, the aim of marketing is to know and understand your customers so well that you make your product suit for them. Here's what you learn at the end of this first session. One, you are going to be cocksure about the purpose of your business. I know sometimes we think we do, oh, I'm in this business to change the game, but you're not very sure. But at the end of this session, you will know that deep purpose. You know the same way some people can say, I found my calling in life. You will know the calling of your business, yes. And second is, we'll help you clarify what makes you stand out in the market, in your industry. And lastly, get clarity on your target audience. Now, I'd like to open with a question. Outside quality products, and just like I have this bottle of water here, this is pretty much the same. If this were branded Coca-Cola and this is the same water, for you, outside the quality of the product, what's that thing that will make someone want to buy from you as against someone else? I would like to hear.
Appearance.
Okay.
Packaging.
Okay, you say packaging, yes?
I think emotion.
Emotion. Okay. Emotion. Okay.
Appearance, how it looks.
How it looks. Okay, I would still put that under quality in a way, given that they look the same way, the same packaging. Everybody can do packaging. What's that thing that will make me buy from you as against buy from someone else? Those online you can type as well. Yes? Is what?
I think also market share.
Your market share.
If you're already in the market for a long time,
Okay.
you want to prefer that.
But how do you get that market share? The need. The need that you're solving. Okay. We have a lot of vain answer. Now, let me see what we have online. Okay, let me see. Your price. Okay, interesting. Interesting. All right, so the reason for that question is, if you can't really answer that question as clear as possible, it means you still need to get some things clear. Things like what? It means that you haven't defined your brand purpose. I was expecting more of answers around why you exist, why you are doing your business. The same way Apple will tell us that they make tools that help people be creative. Anybody can price lower than you did. For the person who say they'll price low, someone else can have better packaging than you. People have poor packaging and they are making more money. So it can't be that. It's more deep. And the second reason why you may not have answered that question clearly enough is maybe you also have not defined the people you are for. And I don't mean women from 20 to 50, which is the best that some of us do. Okay? So which will bring us to why we need to define your brand positioning. Your brand purpose. And I have a quote here as well, which is that people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. That's just the truth. And if we can put ourselves in the shoe of consumers, we'll see that it's the same. The shoe you are wearing today is not just because it's somehow, especially if you're a brand conscious person, some of you will say it's either Zara or not, or it's either this brand. So brand is very, very important. All right. Why is it important to define our brand purpose? Honestly, is it that important? The first thing it would do for you is, I spoke earlier about how challenging business can be. Sometimes you think you know so much and then you start doing it and something just comes up and you are frustrated or you are confused. You don't even know the exact next thing to do to grow your business. And why? What having a brand purpose will do for you is it will make you so sure so that you have a bigger picture in mind. It won't be about whether you sold 2 units today or not. And tomorrow, even if you did not sell today, you'll be able to wake up tomorrow knowing that I'm about this purpose. And that's why defining your brand purpose is important. The second thing is it keeps you focused. We've seen how, for example, Chicken Republic is now, they started selling egg and something. When the economy hits you sometimes, you start to make moves like that. It was a surprising thing for most of us when we saw that. We're like, why is Chicken Republic selling white rice and stew and egg? They know their purpose. I'm not saying they don't, but as a brand, if you know your purpose so well, it will be difficult for you to make a move like that. Maybe tomorrow you just say, I'll start selling something complimentary that water down your brand. And then the third thing is it helps you stand out in a busy world. The marketplace is so busy. The person doing makeup, I'm sure, who cannot mention three makeup artists that they know right here, or at each of us. That you don't know three makeup artists right here. Who cannot mention 5 fashion designers, 10, 20? That tells you of how much competition we are battling against. So to stand out, we actually have to do more work than we think sometimes. So let me show you some example of what it means to define your brand purpose. Like Dove. I'm sure most of us know Dove, the beauty brand. They say that their purpose, which is why they do whatever they do, is to redefine beauty standards and help everyone experience beauty and body image. Did you hear them talk about lotion here? Did you hear them talk about acne here? But do they make product for those things? Yes. But whatever product they are making, it's towards this end. And this is what I want to help you define in this class as well. So that if you are releasing a product, that product is released to solve this problem. If you are marketing, your marketing is done to align with this. Look at Topicals as well. This is a new brand, so it's not as old as this. See, theirs is transforming the way you feel about skin through effective science-backed product and mental health advocacy. Did you hear them talk about their product? So, and then for Arami, which is also a local brand here in Nigeria, began with one simple belief that the body is a temple, a sacred place to be treated mindfully. Let's draw up ours. Here's how to find your purpose, and I'll keep it very easy. The first rule is, what is that thing you are passionate about solving? Is it the fact that people can be on makeup and they are not sure and they are checking themselves out every 2 seconds, even after they've done makeup? For the person doing fashion, is it that people, dress up as well and they're still checking themselves out, like, does this thing fit well? It looked good on camera, but today I'm not sure. What's that problem? Like that deep. And I don't want you to write a surface problem, like, oh, people feel they are dark. What's behind them feeling dark? What's the problem with being dark? So write down that problem. What's that problem you're passionate about solving? Like the person doing healthy food. You want people to be healthy. The second to it that I would like you to write down is, why are you passionate about this problem? What problem are you passionate about? If that's all you had to do for the rest of your life in this business, you'll be fine doing it. What's that thing? And the second question is, why? Like, why does it matter to you? And the final question you need to answer to help you define your brand purpose is, what gives you the credibility to solve this problem? Like, why are you able to solve it? What gives you the authority to believe that you can give us healthy food? What gives you the authority to believe that you can help us feel confident? So let me show an example on the screen. See the first person's problem. Let's say, what problem are you passionate about solving? They say the issue of safety in skincare product. Someone was telling me about how they use a lip gloss and they were, had allergy for almost a week and almost died. They say people die from that stuff. Let's say this is the issue that you is like, you are always worried about the fact that someone can just use a product and they're in the hospital next time. Like, why? Why are you passionate about it? In this case, it could be that you have suffered the side effect before. And that's often the case for some people. Is you yourself, you've been insecure because you had spots, stretch mark on your face, and you know how it made you feel. And the third one is, what gives you the credibility to solve this problem? Is that I know how to formulate, like, I just know. This part is not deep. It's like, I just know it, or I believe I can. That's it. Now, putting it together can look like this. So putting it together can come to something like, it can now sound like this, which means my brand purpose is to create safe and effective skincare product that help people feel confident in their skin. One way is, if you are good at writing, you can just piece it together. Okay, this is the problem I'm passionate about solving. This is why I'm passionate about it. I've been a victim. In my case, let's say the issue, so we own a haircare brand, Coty, which some of you might have seen. And when people ask me why, I'm on dreads, obviously. You know what that comes to in Nigeria. First, when people see you, you're like, or police harassing you. So it's a problem that I am standing like with my life on, that we will do this, but we'll champion people to express themselves with their hair. And that's the purpose of that hair care brand. You see, it goes beyond products. We're not trying to make your hair grow. That's specific and good, but a purpose has to be bigger. So with this, I can wake up every day and I'm going to my store and I'm like, what product is next to help people express themselves? A lot of your confusion would die immediately. If you get it right, like a lot of confusion and questions you have occasionally in business, we all know those questions like, what next? What product do I release next? What marketing campaign is next? You won't have those questions again because you just need to look at this and you're like, okay, this is what we're doing. All right, let me ask if there's any question on this because I can see a lot of repentance moments. Like, I sense a lot of repentance and you're like, oh my God. Any thoughts or question, please? Okay. But do we get the point I'm trying to communicate here? It's just that, please, beyond product, know why you're doing what you're doing so that you can wake up excited about it. You can beat your chest, even that day when you are not so certain, you don't have money in your account or the ads fail, you paid an influencer, it didn't work out. You will try again because it's not about the product for you. It's about this purpose. Got it?
Hello.
Hi. Hi, Matilda. Okay. You have a thought or question?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a question.
All right.
Can you please write another example?
Okay. Do you want me? Is there a particular industry you want me to use?
Sorry?
Is there a particular industry or product you want me to use as an example?
Yeah, fashion industry, for example.
Fashion industry. Okay. So fashion industry can be colors. Maybe I discovered that what am I passionate about solving is I like color as a person, and I see that most people are just like, we dress bland, black and white. It can be as simple as that. And I'm like, why am I passionate about this? Maybe because I strongly believe that people grow old and they're not forming mature, black, white. I believe adults can wear colors, like you can combine, or I could believe that there's nothing like color, what do they call this, color riot, that you can actually wear any color. That can be I'm so passionate about that. And then what gives me the credibility to do this is that when I wear colors, people still compliment me. And they'll be like, but I can't wear this thing, no. But it looks good on you. It can be that simple. Therefore, my brand purpose in that case would be that I own a brand that help people express themselves through colors or yes.
Thank you very much.
All right, awesome. Thank you for that question as well. I believe it brought clarity to a lot of people. Who is your target audience? Okay, yes, go on.
So my target audience are working professionals,
Okay,
parents,
okay.
and athletes.
An athlete. Okay, awesome. Thank you for that. So she said our target audience, she makes healthy snacks. Yes. And so she said our target audience are people who are working professionals, parents, and athletes. That's good. That's actually good. Now, let me state this quote under here. It says, there's only one winning strategy in marketing, or generally, and that is to carefully define your target audience and direct a superior offering to them. Yes. Don't worry, we'll all get the slides, right? And this is by the person they consider the godfather of marketing, Philip Kotler. It's a very simple definition, but it's actually powerful that the ultimate thing in business is know your audience, carefully define them, and direct, show them that I know you more. You know, the same way, let me use boy, girl. If I know so much about a lady, I'm going to approach her. The way you talk is different, I like the fact I like art, that piece of art. The way they will take you will be more serious. Some of you can come and consult me later. All right. See an example of how well you should know your target audience. Where most people stop is what they call demographics audience, which means they can say my target audience are women between this age, somewhat similar to what you said. Yeah, but I know you know much more than you said. In this case, you said their profession. I guess you gave us an idea of their gender. Well and good. But you need to know your audience more than that, right? There is what we call motivation. And let me give an example of that. Say, for Fumi, your skincare, your brand treats acne and people's skin conditions, Abby. Yeah. So you need to know what's the motivation of someone for wanting to buy a product that treats that. Because there are people who have acne and don't care, they walk around. What's their motivation? Is it that they want to look fine so that they can pepper everybody? It's different from someone who is just trying to get rid of the stain on their body. Is a woman, she's 25, but for different motivations. One is trying to do it because she wants to be an influencer. and she can't be an influencer with spots on her face. Another person is just like, I just don't like how it makes me feel. Different motivation, yes. You also need to know their pain points. You need to know your customers beyond like or age. You need to know like what is it exactly when someone is buying. What pain are they trying to eradicate? It's not just the sport. It is often more. It's often more about the emotional feel, which you mentioned. You mentioned that, right? And you need to know their interests. And I'll tell you why you need to know all these things. Their interests, can you see that it doesn't relate to anything? Hiking, photography. It's not saying they like beauty or anything. You need to know your consumers that much, like for who they are. This person, what does he like? And then you need to have an idea of their social media presence. Now, let me give a role play. Someone should give me a product. Let me use, like, what product should I use as an example here? Lip gloss. Okay. Smart, man. And I'd like you to give them a name. I know the name of my customer persona, like, no, it's not Courtney. It's called that. She's Danielle, Canada, 30 years. You need to know their name so that anytime, okay, I'll come to that. So know their name. I'll just give them the average age. How do you decide on the age? Look at the people who have bought from you in the past. What's often their average age? That's it, period. Profession. Look at all the people who have bought from you too. What's the common thing they do? Are they working professionals? Are they more of entrepreneurs? They can be both. This one doesn't matter. Now, motivation, lip gloss. And I'll throw that question at you actually. What do you think is the motivation of people that buy lip gloss?
Just to look pretty with minimal effort.
With minimal effort. Okay. Those who use lip gloss here, can we share? Why do you use lip gloss?
Some people like it.
No. Why do you use? Why do you use lip gloss?
Because I like my lips hydrated.
You like your lips hydrated. Okay. How about you?
It just makes me feel so clear. Like you just
Period.
like simple.
Oh, no, don't worry. I'm coming to you. How about you? Why do you, and those on the call, please, why do you use?
It's easy. Like you don't do too much.
You don't have to be bothered about being
Okay, hold on. I'll come to you. You don't have to
You don't have to be a makeup guru to use.
lip gloss. Why do you use lip gloss?
I don't want to chat lip. I want my lips hydrated.
I love that. Okay, go on. Why do you use lip gloss?
Yes, I've been investing in lip glosses lately, and that's because it makes me feel like I'm prioritizing my self-care. Like every time I apply my lip gloss,
This is interesting.
Yes.
Thank you for that insight. Can you see now? These are three different people. She said she doesn't want chapped lips. She said she's now prioritizing self-care. This one is like, I'm pampering myself. Hers is nothing come close. Poor. She wants to, what's it called? Like moisturize. Do you know what this means for you? As much as they are all women, can you see? Now, if you want to do ads and you're telling someone, this lip gloss will make you pretty. No, she just wants to, she doesn't want chapped lips. Different product. You could be running an ad of a product and you're trying to target someone, and the product is for her, but you're talking more about is red, is this. She just wants to hear that this thing moisturize me. That's where knowing their pain points come. You need to know that for marketing, and that's where I'm going to. You need to know these things for your marketing, period. It's not to write them down. So that anytime you are creating your marketing, you're like, are you a lady and you want to, different things. Like you won't be combined. You can combine them or if the product does it so that she will pick her own. She will pick her own like self-care, like, okay, this person gets me, this product for me. Are we seeing the importance of this? First, what's the simple problem? Also, let me mention, you may need to do this for different products. Yes, so if you're a lady, you have, let me give the example of makeup artists. There's wedding makeup, there's makeup you do when, what other events do they do makeup? When you go to the beach, there's a different kind of makeup for that. So you may actually need to do this for your different product so that you're not confusing them, all right? Question, what's the problem here? Like, what's the problem you're solving? What's the problem you're solving? What's the problem you're solving? Those online as well, what's the problem you're solving, please?
Hello.
Hi.
I would like to think that the problem I'm solving is making it easier for you to just wear good clothing without going through a lot of stress.
So, yeah, how will you phrase that as a problem? What word we use for that? What you just described?
Okay, so I feel like a lot of women have issues when it comes to picking out an outfit. Like you could have wardrobe filled with so many clothing, and you still hear, "Oh, I don't have what to wear." So, say, for example, going for a get together with my female friends, I probably have so many pretty dresses, but I'm thinking, "Oh, this is not a get together. It's not a big party. It's not a this." Then there's that issue. So that was why I said my ready to wear is all about versatility. You could find a piece that, even if there's a nice and unique plan for you, to just walk in and pick it up on the rack. And if you order earlier, we can actually produce it that same day, even as a custom ready to wear for you. So you can go about your day, being at work, planning everything else, and we're making you a dress for after a party, dinner or something.
That's wonderful. Thank you. So the problem is, I really want you to be able to phrase your problem correctly. Most of us talk about the solution, but you need to at least try to phrase in the problem. Insecurity, in our case, not indecision. What do we call it? Indecision. Yeah. So what's that problem you're solving? Just think in your head right now. What's that problem? Then the second thing, who suffers from this problem the most? Because the other mistake we make is we assume that someone has a problem means they want to solve it. We advertise this class a lot. Some people don't think they have the problem, that's why they're not here. But you thought you need it. The same thing for your product. As much as that lip gloss is great, as much as your outfits are versatile, not everyone thinks they actually do. So you need to know who are the people that want it the most. Like, this one is not an option for them, because some people can go without it and they're fine. All right. Next is, what is the unique product that you're giving to them? Like, what's that thing? In this case, let's say stretch mark is a problem, and I'm doing this for a product. Remember I said you can't really generalize this. You can have for your general brand, but it would help to have it for some product as well. Stretch mark, who suffers this problem the most? Plus size women or people who are like big, right? And then the unique solution is organic stretch mark oil. In defining your target audience, it can be as clear as plus size women looking for organic solution to their stretch marks. Simple. For this organic stretch mark oil, this is product specific now. So if you are doing this for your brand, it will be more generic. It could be, what problem you are solving? Fit. Who suffers this problem the most? Outgoing women. You can't say women. Women who go out a lot, like people. And then what's your unique solution? Versatile dresses. Can we see how that plays out?
Yeah. But for something like this,
yes.
It's like everybody wants to feel good. Is there anybody that doesn't?
Yes, everybody wants to.
But people don't lip gloss for different things.
Some people don't wear lip gloss.
Yes.
I've had customers that prefer the matte look. They don't like
it
gloss.
doesn't make
They want
sense.
long
You have
hair
to
because
break it
the
down.
gloss is after eating.
I can use Oreo on my lips.
Oreo.
I don't know if enough.
I don't need to go to Arabic. I can use normal Oreo.
Oreo. Okay. And I'm glad we're hearing this insight, because I promise you these little nuances are just what you need to get right, and your marketing is done. And I want you never to forget this thing that just happened when I asked why all of you use lip glosses. Women, different reasons. Priorities are different. So you can't generalize them. Your brand, and that's why your brand should have a purpose that is not on product level. So that you can know that, oh, I'm all about helping women. How do you put that again? Like, look pretty without much effort. That's a good purpose. Now, how do you do it? I give the one that doesn't want chapped lips our product, right? So all of this that I've done over in the last 30 minutes just leads to one thing, and that is to help you craft what is called your brand positioning statement. Now, this statement is not something you have to publish online. It will serve as your, let me call it your mission, that thing you reference, just to know, okay, this is what I do, really. I'm not just selling makeup, but I'm not just selling fashion. I'm not just doing food, right? And let's see an example. And yes, quotes, as always. I love quotes. Positioning is not just what you do to a product, it is what you do to the mind of the prospect. I spoke about how proliferated most industries are. Fashion, beauty, those are like high on the list of industries that are competitive. People don't lack options. And so what we're trying to do here is how you project your product or your brand in the minds of people. There's a way I see you. Like, when I went through our page, I went through those, like, I could lay under their page. Through our page, for example, I don't use lip gloss, but I promise you, I wanted to buy lip gloss. I was like, this looks just pretty. And he already gave me an impression, even though I'm sure you will change your price soon when we get to price session. I saw the price, I'm like, really? Like, so affordable? Maybe because I'm a guy and I'm not used to it. But I'm just saying positioning is, you need to be intentional about how you want people to perceive your brand. You can't leave it to chance. If not, people will just be picking different things. The wrong people will be coming to you and you'll be frustrated because you'll be like, why would somebody say they want a wedding, what do they call it? Wedding dress for 100K? Ashwebi for 50K. And you'll be wondering why, but you will know that you gave them the impression that they could talk to you. There are people we all see that we don't go and talk to, or brands that if you see their page, you're like, this one, I won't come close. And that's what I want to help you achieve in this session is, how do you carefully position your brand so that you just be in your own space and people will know you for what you want to be known for. Is that okay? And this is why I had to take you through defining your target audience. So this is the point where we get to write. Like, I actually need you to write, and then I'm going to ask you all to, as much as we can actually. So here's how you write it. This is not cast in stone, because I know some people are very academic. If they don't write that thing like this, they don't mean anything, touch them. No, it's for you to know it internally so that you are just living it. But here's a guideline. Number one is for X target audience, right? Okay, there's something missing here. There's meant to be like a gap for your brand name. So for women, plus size women, my brand is the business category. That was the point of difference for you, that helped them feel more confident, that helped them combine colors in beautiful ways, that helped them stay healthy and keeping on junking so that they can. But this is a generic template. You don't need to do that. Look at an example that we did for her. I hope you can remember this. So in this case, you say for creative professionals, which means these are our target audience, generically speaking, creative professionals who seek to express. Can you see that the brand doesn't come next? I'm just saying that so you don't struggle when writing it. Just write your target audience. For these people, you can follow the guideline. My brand seeks to help them express their personality. Excuse me. So this is where you write that unique thing that I asked you for. What's that problem, like that deep problem you're trying to solve? For beauty businesses, Scrutiny is the consultancy company that help them scale without struggling. It's that simple. All right, I think I'm going to draw out my, let me use the marker at this point. Okay, so you have a question? Yes, go on.
What if you can't tell who your target audience are because of, I don't know, maybe different things you want to do?
Right.
Yeah. And also, what if you are meeting the needs to both men and women, to both wedding jobs, like different things? How do you
summarize who your target audiences are?
Yes.
Good question. So she's asking, how do you define who your target audiences are in a case where she does makeup and you have people who are doing wedding, you have like someone who wants to do photo shoots, they're still your target audience. And the first thing I'll say about that is, I don't think you should actually be doing makeup for anyone yet. I mean, already. Yes, it would help to actually define the people that you want to work with more. You can be doing other ones on the background. Like I told you, we say we are beauty, but this week we have a fashion brand that we're working on, but we won't post that. You won't see that on our page because that's not our primary. So I would like you, and for anyone who might have the same question, maybe you pretty much serve different women, you serve the mamas. Yeah. First thing you need to do is find which one has earned you the most. Okay, let's not start from money. Find which one has, like, you're enjoying working with the most. Which ones you get the most result. Like when you work for them, which one brings you that deeper fulfillment? Let's start from that. And then let's talk money now. Which of them pays you more? Frankly, money is important.
So what if the one who serves the part
is not the one that pays you?
Not the one that pays you.
You know there are people whose job is to write commentary on ants, on Nigel Wild.
Really?
Yes, like they research ants. I'm just saying that not every job has to earn us millions of dollars. You can be that brand that people just know and they just want to work with. You can be doing makeup for kids, and that's just the honest truth. But don't worry, you make a lot of money. There's no way. Let me tell you guys, the secrets of most businesses right now is actually just finding a niche.
Yeah.
Doing generic thing doesn't work again. Let me give you an example for me. If all you want to target in this world or in this Nigeria is acne, trust me, that business can grow into valuation of like millions of dollars. One category. So there's a lot of space. I'm just saying that for those who might have that same question, you don't know, like, should I pick? Yeah, you want to say something?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. What if you have other niche?
Yes.
It can't just be acne alone.
Yeah.
You have people, just like I say, insecurity.
Yes.
Some people, they are dark and want to tone.
Okay.
You get.
Yes. How do you do that?
Categorize?
That's okay as well, right? You can then just make your brand be about giving people products that solve their
Can
insecurity
help
problems.
like,
Yes.
okay.
So when people now, so that means your positioning will now be insecurity, like you solve insecurity problem, not acne. That's one way to do it. You can do it from the top by saying, I'll focus on this category of problem, or you can make it product based. Do we get it? And still to your question, honestly, consider cutting off, like, not that you won't serve them, but consider finding that category so that when someone lands on your page, if they want to see wedding, and I think that's how we are as consumers. I don't know about you. If I want to have a wedding and I'm seeing a page, I would want to do with someone who does makeup for weddings. That's just, and you know what's interesting is because you are so good at that, people would call you. I told you, people call us for every time they're asking us, do you people only work for beauty brands? I'm like, yes, we specialize, but we can just tell us what we want to do. If it's within our strength, we'll do it. But if not, we'll refer you to people. You won't lose out. It will look like it. People will be coming. And sometimes, frankly, you have to just say no so that you can specialize. Like, this is the era of specialization. Okay, back to my session. Let me teach you how to write. You can say, so for target audience, let me say TA. Brand name, next. For women or people, let me give you the example. For people with insecurity, what's your brand name?
Okay.
Peels,
PWS.
PWS, okay, Peas Organic. Peas, for women with insecurities, X, which is your brand name, right? Now, what do you do for them? That's where this point of difference comes in. It will not be like, for women with insecurities, Peas Organic makes natural, potent product that help them solve it in record time. That can be an addition. Maybe like some people's product will take,
4 to 6.
years before they see result. Maybe you have a way of doing your own 2 weeks. That's how you guide your positioning. Very simple. Let me take that again. For list the target audience, consider them, whether you want to say people, healthy conscious consumers. I can help you with yours now. I can say for healthy conscious consumers, signature snack. Yeah, signature snack. Create, that would be like a repetition, create healthy snack options that help them boost their immune system or something.
Plant-based varieties.
That we do. Plant-based varieties. Right. So that's how you write your brand positioning statements. I know it sounds a bit over the place because frankly, you can write your own as extensive as you want. You can see this one on the board. It's a bit more expensive for creative professionals who seek to express. So this is already covering like what they want. Who seek to express their personalities. Labake Lagos is a sustainable fashion and lifestyle brand that caters to their desires and needs for limitless designs. This is as detailed can be, but yours can be abridged. Let's take it again. For your target audience, your brand is or does, just go to does straightly. Yes. Yes, please, go on.
So,
Yeah.
there are two things now. People who offer services,
Okay.
people who sell products.
All right.
People who offer services and people who sell products.
Yes.
So let's take Asha Khan as
Okay.
an example. He's a brand.
Yeah.
But what he does not fetch him money.
Mm.
Maybe it gives him attention. So how can you like carve a brand
Positioning from that.
Yes, from that, because he reaches out to different type of
People.
people, helping them. He's even
You just said what it does. It helps. Finish. That's his positioning. It helps. There are content creators who teach you how to dress. That's their own fashion. There are content creators who teach you how to be closer to God. That's his own. His ministry of helps. His ministry is help, which
So he
means
does good help.
help. That's it. Is your question that how would you categorize his positioning? Is that your question?
Yes.
Is that he helps people. He creates like feel good content. He buys this mama fridge. He does competition with this guy. They eat jollof rice. Feel good, like help. You can always generalize, and that's a better way to put it. Which means Ashakan can create any kind of content. He can come to this class and give us grants. He still help. Abi not help us.
Yeah.
If you know him, please tell him we're here at 5. Okay, let me see if there's any. Okay, high performing skincare brands you can trust. Okay, do you have a question there, Chidima? You said high performing skincare you can trust. Nigerians have a hard time trusting the efficacy of Nigerian made products. This was, I mean, if you said this 5 years ago, yes, but now I think people are coming around.
They still have.
No, they are coming around. If they don't, because I want to guarantee you, we know clients and we have clients who they will never say that. They won't. If you are in the conversation and are telling them that people don't trust Nigerian brand, they'll be like, because they are selling out. It's yes, what could likely happen if you are having that problem. Branding, and we'll touch on it. That's it, like branding, and it could be also, and that's why I'm touching on this thing. We could have just gone to marketing, like say, let's teach you how to sell, but there's no use in teaching you how to sell when you've not gotten some nuances right. Someone lands on your page, how do they feel? It's not about the price, it's not the sales, it's not that you're selling it 50K less. It's like just landing your page, they saw your content. What does it tell them? That's it. It's not, I don't think Nigerians have a problem buying Nigerian brands. People will always buy things, like they want option, of course. You yourself, do you only buy Nigerian brands? No, you buy other things. So I don't believe that. And honestly, I don't think you should either.
Yes.
Please don't believe Nigerians don't like Nigerian brands. Not anymore. Oh yeah, I understand that. Someone has to pave the way. But I love it. Love it. Hi, online audience, please let's know if you're, in touch. Okay, have you made an attempt in writing this? You haven't been able to. Okay, let's take it this way. And in case you're unable to write it, let's start with 4. Let's use that word 4. 4, write your target audience.
For young women who seek to accept themselves.
Who seeks?
Who seek to accept themselves.
Accept themselves.
Yeah.
Okay. Your brand name?
Glossary Brand is a beauty brand
Is a beauty brand.
that provides
Yeah.
beauty products.
Okay.
Quality beauty products.
Quality beauty product. Yeah. You need to have like a defining part in that second part. Like a defining word in that second line. Like you said, quality product. Don't just say Glossy Pride is a beauty company that produces products.
That provides
Have an objective there. What do they call that thing? Adjective. I say objective. Yes. Adjective.
Free and organically.
That cruelty free. Add words like that. You still look like.
No, I'm trying to process something.
Do you know where it's coming from? Okay.
Your target audience, like I said, is not maybe as a makeup artist. I want my target audience are people that cannot afford. It's a means to an end. Maybe it's not that I'm looking for, but this is what gives me satisfaction.
Okay.
Right? So if my target audience are maybe women on the streets,
Yes.
how do I put that?
How do you build a brand on that? First question is, why is that your preference? Like, why is that people you like?
It's something that I've been thinking about.
Okay.
Yeah, I said I was going to mention it. Yeah,
Okay.
so like you said, people are trying to carve a niche for themselves, but this is not just about niche. I realized that for makeup, people see makeup as luxury. Not everybody can afford it. Not
Okay.
everybody even wants to, but people that can because they feel like, oh, once I do it, I just do you get it. But I know that there are some women that they want to have this feeling, they want to do this, but they can't afford it. They feel like it's for big people.
Okay.
Do you understand? So I want to.
No.
Yes, I want to help them.
But also make money.
I don't know how making money can come out from
Don't worry.
there. Do you
There's
understand? But me normally doing makeup for people, seeing the spark on their face after everything gives me joy, right? And I want to do it for people that they can't
necessarily pay you.
Yes.
Wow.
So how can that be your type, and how can you even make money from that?
From
Because
that.
the only thing I feel like is just going to give is attention.
But for Ashake, how does that make you make money?
How does Ashake make money?
How does brand endorsement?
Brand endorsement. Don't worry. So there are two ways to this, what you've said, and that's really remarkable. Honestly, I think you can easily be like the household, build a household name with what you've said. These are two ways around it. One is you can build like a makeup studio, maybe modular makeup studios that's very aesthetically pleasing but incredibly affordable. Then your content game, which I was going to get to later, can be maybe going out, do makeup for the people. Ask them, how much do you think makeup costs? And they say, 50,000. Like, we can do makeup for 5K in our studio. Come. That's one way. But that, of course, is a long-term thing, which means you need investment upfront to have a beautiful studio and offer cheap service, because that's what you're trying to do. You want to demystify that. Or you can build it as a personal brand. The makeup artists that help everybody or normal people who can afford it. So which means you go on the street, you tell mommy, do you like this look? I can do this for you. And you do it. That's also great. You're going to go like really well. There's no end for content creation. You can then do that. Actually, you can start off with that if you have the mind for it, because content like that take mind. And then eventually use the funds that you gather to set up your studio.
What fun? Because at that moment...
No, forget it. If you create content like that, you get millions of views, and people are going to work with you somehow. People are looking, just have the audience in this life. If you like, talk about earthworms, someone will come for you. That is... Like, Najowa will find you. If you do earthworms, Najowa will come for you. If you talk about petals, someone will come. Rafa will come for you.
Exactly. So, would you say that these bigger international brands are your target audience, or this?
In that case,
yes, because
no, your target audience are people you are serving. How you make money, like, it can be that they come, and the thing is complicated, but it's really not. You just need to decide. You need a lot of, this is what I want to do, and go for it. It would hurt momentarily. Like, if you are doing content for people on the street, you won't make money as much, but eventually you'll be like the biggest most known makeup artist.
Do like makeup for people in general, and then the money is like used.
No, just go all out. Sorry, don't worry. Let's just manage that. Just go all out. You have to go all out with what you're saying. Either get investment, start with one, do a very nice studio, make it as incredibly affordable as possible. Like, it has to be jaw-dropping. If people would do that service for 50K, you have to charge 5K or 5 actually for it.
I'm not looking out to chat. I just want to go to the streets
And just do makeup for people. That's even better. If you have the investment, please set up. Come to Relay Gomu. There are a lot of, like, you find target or come. Come. We will give you a space. You do and you have. Trust me, it's a lonely part, but you'll make it. You'll blow. Don't worry. You can see us later. Let me quickly see. All right. Okay, Damilola is responding. All right. Let me see what time. This is 10:50. Okay. So that's it on this session. Okay.